I know I'm late. I had to get a tattoo today. As you guys can see, I have my little thing underneath. I went and got a chest tattoo today. It went way longer, but it's way better than I was expecting. But here we are. We're at the NBA trade deadline. We got some things to talk about. It's been some movement today. Harden got traded for Simmons. Paul Millsap was included in the deal. We also got Kristaps Porzingis, who was also traded. He was traded to, where did they send him at? But a lot of trades today. A lot of trades today. And the Bulls did not make a move. I have been saying it. I predicted that the Bulls weren't going to make a move, but man, this was wild. I'll go to the comments, man, but I've been seeing some of the comments saying trash and stuff. I don't know what's trash, but hey, no, I did not stand anybody up. The tattoo took a minute. It's my whole chest. But yeah, we are in weird times, man. Weird times with this trade deadline and everything going on. This is a lot of teams wanted to separate themselves from the pack. And that's what we saw, is that teams that wanted to separate themselves, teams went out and made moves. Listen, I've been saying for the longest that Philly doesn't put any fear in my heart. Well, I take that shit back. Adding James Harden, and they got 2 first-round picks out the deal too. Adding James Harden to Joel Embiid, woo, that is going to be a dangerous duo. Ben Simmons goes to the Nets, which that's crazy as well. Harden's already picked up his option, so that means he definitely will be there as well. Kristaps Porzingis goes to the Wizards. Don't know really what that's going to do for the Wizards, if it makes them better or worse. I'm surprised that Dinwiddie, that the Mavs were interested in Dinwiddie, but hey, shit happens. But let's go to the comments. Let's talk about this, man. Let's talk about it. Let's see what we got. Ross, I love the NBA, man. You and me both, brother. You and me both. Like this was one of the. And that's why I presented it on the pre-recorded video today, just asking what wild trades did you guys think may happen? Listen, I would have never. The whole Porzingis thing, that rumor started coming out, I think maybe it was yesterday or maybe a couple days before that, and it just didn't seem like anything, with a lot of validity to it. But wow. And Spencer Dinwiddie, who just signed to Washington, the fact that they gave up on him already, what does that mean? Does that mean that I really don't know about a pairing with Porzingis in Washington? I don't know if that maybe signifies that they may be going into some sort of soft rebuild or something. They just wanted this contract, but hey, JJ Ortiz, bro, what is trash, my brother? What's trash? Damn, East got a lot more difficult with these moves. Yeah, but don't forget, we're getting back healthy for sure. King Austin says he thought that I stood y'all up. Nah, brother. Nah. That shit is crazy. Everybody think they gonna win. LOL. Yeah, for sure. P-Funk number 3. Why? Like this is why people need to stop thinking that they know better than the front office. No, it's not fuck the Bulls. This writing was on the wall. People have worked themselves into thinking that the Bulls were going to go after another star. That was never going to happen. The Bulls don't need another star. That was never going to happen. If anything, the Bulls made a move, it was going to be with something like Troy Brown Jr.'s contract, Tony Brad, something like that. It was never going to be a major move from the Bulls. I've been saying this for the longest. You said, Haize, the Bulls wouldn't make a trade, but if we do, nothing in the buyout, we're done. The East is a bloodbath. And I still wouldn't say that. I still would not say that. Keep in mind, like, if anything, while Ben Simmons going to the Nets does make them a dangerous team, it makes them also an easier to guard team. You don't have to worry about a three level threats like you did when it was Harden, Irving, and Durant. Now that it's Ben Simmons, Ben Simmons is not a three-point shooter. Honestly, I think Javonte Green can guard Ben Simmons pretty well. Again, not stopping him, but now now instead of having to focus on 2 guards, that allows Lonzo, Caruso, when they're healthy, to go back and forth on guarding Kyrie Irving and frustrating him, as well as Ayo. And then you can also use Lonzo to go. Listen, saying it's a bloodbath, I don't know. Now, Philly's absolutely batshit ass crazy, right? It's going to be crazy to see how teams guard them. But outside of that, I just don't know. I don't know. Brandon Nicole in the building. What's going on? I haven't seen you the last few days. I'm glad to have you here. East got even more interesting, definitely, for sure. I would show you guys my tattoo, but I'm sure it's like bloody and shit now. But it's a phoenix. Hold on. Like, but it's chest, it's all over chest to chest. It goes down to about right here. But yeah. Thad was traded, so now if he's released, we can get him. Listen, and I don't know if they plan on keeping him. Like they may, right? They very well may, but yeah, Thad being bought out may and chances may have increased for the Bulls. So he got traded to the Raptors. We'll see what they do. They have a lot of long, athletic kind of bigs there, so we'll see. He could fit in there very well, but I don't know. They may buy him out. They may buy him out, but then again, Thad did want to go to a contender, and not necessarily that the Raptors are a championship contender, but they're definitely a playoff team. So, oh, the Nets got the 2 picks. Okay, that makes more sense. I was about to say because if Philly got 2 picks out of that, that's crazy. So the Nets got 2 first-round picks with the younger player. Okay, well, hey. Chris Knuckles in the building. What's going on? The trade deadline has officially passed. Now, there can be some last minute trades that came in that were submitted to the league, but before the deadline. But as of right now, we're past the official trade deadline mark. So if it's not announced within the next hour, it probably didn't happen. So, but this is a wild time in the NBA. Wild time in the NBA. See, this is I agree with. I think that the Sixers are better, right? In the sense that they weren't getting anything from Ben Simmons. But as we know with Harden is turning into a very difficult teammate and a prima donna. Not turning into, he has been that. What does that personality work with Embiid? We got to see it. Now, it could very well work the second half of the season going into the playoffs, but completely jumble itself over the, like, when you think about Philly, between the Jimmy Butler trade to when they brought in Tobias Harris, like they just keep making trades and a lot of them don't quite work out in the long term. They seem to be very short-term things for this. So we'll see. We'll definitely see. Oh, they can sign buyout players whenever. The players need to be bought out first. Man, even when healthy Milwaukee, I don't believe that. I don't believe that, Tay. Like, I don't. I've said it before, and I've been saying that for a while. The Nets put no fear in my heart. And like I said, this is anything has made the Nets easier to guard when the Bulls are 100%. Don't forget, go and look. Patrick Williams did some good things against Ben. Like, him guarding Ben Simmons is there. It's almost perfect for him to guard Ben Simmons. And like I said, even bringing Javonte in, listen, again, it's not. It doesn't scare me at all. It does scare me at all. Notice, I thought the trade deadline was at 3 p.m. Eastern, so the trade deadline has passed, at least as far as I know. So, yeah, Simmons' defense is great, absolutely. But listen, Simmons ain't going to do shit to guard our best players. Like, DeMar's would, again, dance all over Ben Simmons like he did Kevin Durant. Simmons is a really good defender. But listen, what we have more to throw at them offensively than what they think about it. Lonzo, dangerous three-point shooter who can put the ball on the floor. He's shown that when they was out. Levine, DeRozan, we already know what they can do. Patrick Williams just needs to hit open shots. Vooch, another 3-level scorer. So I just don't, I'm not saying that we should be favored over the Nets, but I'm saying the Nets don't scare me. The Nets don't scare me. Okay. So Dennis Schroeder is going to the Rockets for Daniel Theis. So Daniel Theis is going back to Boston, which is where we got him from. That's crazy. That's wild. I can't believe they gave up Seth either. I can't believe they gave up Seth. Like, that's not something that I was expecting at all. So I'm just trying to monitor these this feed to see if any other last minute trades come down right now. But that's crazy. That is wild, man. What is going on in the NBA? This is why I love being and this is why fans do love to speculate on trades, because it is fun when they happen. It just sucks when fans, like Bulls fan base has done, is focused so much on just trades for so long. So let's see what else we got. Thank you. Another bull. All we need now is Grant to go, right? So, and it's crazy that a Grant deal hasn't happened because that was like the first that started off the season. It was about 4 or 5 games into the season where it said that they were interested in trading Grant. So Harden be crying on every team he get on. Harden plus Doc, no finals. That is a good point. That is a good point. Daniel Tice back to the Celtics. Hey, I wish he would have been coming back here, but hey, it is what it is. Breaking news, Jerami Grant stays with the Pistons. Wild NBA trade deadline. It's Philly, bro. The city is ass. I like the city of Philly, at least to visit. I've never lived there, but hey. Haize, when healthy, we're good, but we didn't address any issues with our bench or bigs. Well, keep in mind, the issue with our bigs came because Patrick Williams went down. So, again, it's not that, and our bench is fine. When everybody's healthy, our bench is fine. When you look at, especially when Patrick Williams comes back and Javonte moves to the bench, you're looking at bringing Alex Caruso, Ayo Dosunmu, Kobe White, Javonte Green, which, yes, are all shorter players coming off the bench, but as well as Derrick Jones Jr. Listen, our bench, when Kobe got going, was absolutely fine. I think sometimes we overrate our holes because and then the deficit in that hole that we had at the 4 became bigger and bigger as we lost more players. And I'm not saying that they're going to get somebody on the buyout, but it's never been a need to go to a huge need as some people have made it. Again, this has nothing to do with, like, P-Funk, you got to learn basketball, bro. There's nothing to do with the team being cheap. Nothing. Today was absolutely fun. I was sitting there getting my tattoo, and I'm just like, wow, my phone kept going off. So it's crazy. Me either. I did not think they would give up Seth. Like, that blew my mind. Like, I did not expect them to give up Seth. JDH says, hit the like button for our guy Haize. Yep, definitely. Felipe Garcia, listen, he's blocked. I'm sorry. Like, the thing that, and I try not to block people from the channel. Well, you don't really block them. You mute them so people can't see their comments. But he literally would go and respond to everybody's comment who's literally just talking about the Bulls. Like, do you remember Garpax era? And it's like, shut the fuck up. He just got annoying. He became a pigeon, so he had to go. So he's probably watching this. He's probably seen the videos. He does, because it doesn't notify. You can still leave comments, just nobody can see it. So I'm sure he's been going off on a couple of us, but nobody can see it. Felipe Garcia does not get to comment around here. He lost his privileges. Ben Simmons in Brooklyn is scary sight. Not saying we can't compete, but it's a lethal offense. We'll see. No, Tony Bradley needs to go. No, again, keep in mind, Matt and Troy Brown Jr. aren't going to play when everybody's back. They will not be playing. They weren't getting minutes before. Tony Bradley, he definitely needs, you guys know how I feel about Butterfingers Bradley, so yeah. Milton Thomas says, I'm killing it. Well, thank you, Milton. I try my best, man. I try my best to do what I can around here. Let's see what else we got. Who do you want the Bulls to buy? Well, we can't buy anybody out. The other teams have to buy them out. We have to wait and see who gets bought out, right? We have to wait and see who gets bought out. JDA trying to steal Brandy's job. Oh, man. Let's see what else we got. Listen, as that trade started seemingly gaining more and more steam, it just made sense. Like, initially when it was started being rumored, I was like, that's weird. But then the more you started thinking about it did start making more sense, like, for both teams to do that trade. The Nets get younger, right? The Nets get younger. They get a player who's probably is not as much as a heartache. And James Harden, when he's on, he's great. But it's really been up and down this season. Now we'll see what happens from Ben Simmons. But it makes sense. It made sense from both sides. Jonathan Miller, my initial thing is I agree with you that Philly won the trade, but we'll see how it actually works out with the basketball on the court. So, Julia in the building. Hey, Haize, in class sneaking on this live. Well, I'm glad you're appreciating it, man. Ma'am. Ooh, sorry. Haize, appreciate the show, Panama Queen. Well, I appreciate you. Thank you. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, like button, all this stuff. Oh, come on now. You know, bro. We're like I said before, we disagree. Like me, you either are 100% in alignment or we disagree. But it's fun because I understand where you're coming from. When you make points, it's all in the sense of you loving this team and you really. And I will say this: while some of the things you presented, I don't necessarily agree with, but I do understand where you're coming from. I listen. I promise you guys. I want to make this clear. Nobody on this channel will ever be muted. If it's just a disagreement or you're just having bull talk, nothing like that. But when you start attacking other people in the comments, you got to go. You got to go. That's period. Ricky Fontaine says Nets won the trade. Hey, it's going to be interesting to see how it works out. Well, I think because I initially, and I was getting a tattoo, so maybe I read it wrong. I initially thought Philly got the 2 first-round picks, but if the Nets got 2 first-round picks and the younger player, yeah, they won the trade. They won the trade. John Phillips asked a really good question. Who the fuck is the backup for Embiid? That's a good question. So, and I don't know off the top of my head, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but what that means to me is that maybe the Bulls and the Sixers are going to be vying together for whatever big is bought out. Now that gets interesting. All these bigs that got moved around, we didn't make a move for one. That pisses me off. Well, again, like look at the ones that did move. They were big time. The Bulls were never going to bring in any big long-term salary. They just weren't. They weren't. It just with the way that this team was always operated financially, it was not going to happen. If anything, and what I read today makes sense. The Bulls may be cutting Alfonso McKinney to get under the luxury tax. So that's the type of move I expect the Bulls to make, right? And it also frees up a roster spot for whoever we're probably going to get on the buyout. So be on the lookout for that. This has just been a crazy day. Dinwiddie in fucking Dallas. Like, I did not expect that at all. I would like to see Dragic and Favors from buyouts. So we don't need, like, I don't understand the need for another point guard. Like I get that we're missing some now, but I just don't like. It seems like everybody's, and this is not just you, JJ Ortiz, that everybody's kind of obsessed on what other guard the Bulls can get. The Bulls really don't need another guard, but hey, we'll see. I think, I don't know. I've said before, maybe he could get bought out, but I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure. Haize, how your day going? My days, outside of my chest being in pain from this tattoo, I'm good. The adrenaline rush, I had an adrenaline rush the whole time I was getting it because the trades just kept coming in. But after that, it's just, hey, Brooklyn definitely won the trade. Who would be the better team remains to be decided. Brooklyn gave up a great player in Harden, but he's older than Ben Simmons. Simmons still has a ton of potential. That's a very good point. Very good point. You know what? This is one thing that I hadn't thought about. You are absolutely right, CJ Saturday. I had not thought about the fact of Curry coming in. Now, does he start at the shooting guard? I keep forgetting. Like, yeah, the Curry acquisition does. And they got Ben Simmons, Seth Curry, and 2 first-round picks. That's crazy. That is wild. That is crazy. How do you guys think that that Philly won this trade when you give up 2 first rounders, Ben Simmons, Andre? See what you're saying, Marvin. I was just going over that. Listen, I've always said that the Eastern Conference final playoffs are going to be the playoffs to watch this year. It's going to be so interesting. So interesting. And you're right. They got Millsap, and Millsap wanted to go to the contender, so he may not be getting. Oh man, that is crazy. That is crazy. Sammy, the trade deadline is over. Now, there have been times in the past, it doesn't always happen, where some deals get announced after the official deadline just because they have to submit it to the league offices by 3. So we'll see if anything trickles in. That's kind of why I wanted to stay live a little bit later past the trade deadline just to see if anything else comes in. But yeah. Big T, Ibaka was traded for the price that the Bulls could have afforded. Why do you think they didn't go for a vet? Again, it's I think their focus is always going to be the buyout. I've been saying that this does not surprise me at all. I would have been more surprised if the Bulls made a trade than didn't make a trade. Us as fans focus on trading. Like, it's rare that teams that are trying to contend make a big move in there now. This free agency has completely thrown that for a loop, but I never really expected them to do it via trade. I've been saying that from the longest. The people have literally been trying to kill me in the comments because I've been saying that for the longest. I've been drilling that for the longest. I did not expect the Bulls to make a trade. Did not expect them to make a trade. Tony Bradley to the Sixers. I wish. The Rockets just waive Enos? Oh, okay. Let's see what else we got. I honestly wouldn't mind Enos, but I know he doesn't bring the defensive stuff that we need, but I wouldn't mind him. What trades are still being announced? I mean, like I said, they had to submit it to league offices by 3, but the trade deadline is over. I don't see anything. What else? Let's see. I'm trying to see what I'm trying to keep on top of it while I'm talking to you guys. Give me 1 second. Let's see what else we have. Torrey Craig to Phoenix, Jalen Smith to Indiana, which we already knew about. Yeah, let me know what else happens, guys. Let me know in the comments. Eddie, this is absolutely false, right? That's not true. Most of the times when we get beat and blown out big, it's because of injuries and we just don't have enough. But it's not because of getting overpowered. And again, they're still going to add somebody. They still have the capability to add that. This you guys got to give. This is not 2K. Everything doesn't have to happen through trade. This is what I'm saying. CJ Saturday, I'm glad you pointed that out. So many people have been focused on Bulls making big trades for players with big salary. Like I've told you guys, that then you kiss an Ayo goodbye. If you guys like, it was not going to happen in this trade deadline. It just wasn't. Now that they have Seth, what will they do with Joe Harris? I mean, Joe Harris he's still going to stay there. So no, it doesn't look like Miles Turner was actually traded. So, but that came out too. That came out that after they traded Sabonis, that they were probably going to keep Miles Turner. And they may still trade him, at the draft or something like that. So, listen, I am so happy that the Jerami Grant things can stop. They can cease. So yeah. Yeah, I mean, from what can't come out so far is that he's already talked to Durant and he's going to be playing. He's locked in and ready to play. So he just wanted to get everything, like Philly waiting worked for them, right? And Simmons holding out ended up working for him. He now goes to a championship contender. Not that Philly wasn't one or wouldn't have been one with him, but he wanted to get the fuck up out of there. So let's see what else we got. Why are you thinking of asking dumb questions like being negative, asking if we fall in the standings, bro? Get out of here. Listen, bro, it happens, man. It happens. Bulls never. Well, we did last year. We got Vooch, right? But again, this front office is not about making the knee-jerk reactions. They're about playing the long game. So yeah. D Greatest with a great comment here. Honestly, what piece do we have to give up that would have elevated us better than what we already were? We did the right thing staying put. And for people who thought trading Kobe was the key, right? Okay, even if you trade Kobe and get in another power forward that you guys think is the one to start, what does that do for the team's bench scoring? Right? I've been drilling that home all season too. So it's smarter to wait for the buyout. It's smarter to wait for the buyout. And then keep in mind, they have plenty of things they can do next offseason as well. Exactly. This is not Garpax era anymore. People, if we didn't make a move, it's because it was bad offers presented to us. Or yeah, that's period. Schroeder to the Rockets, that doesn't surprise me. Ennis Freedom really doesn't listen. I wouldn't mind having him as a replacement for Tony Bradley, but again, that doesn't bring a lot of the defense we need either. But he is a veteran, somebody you can trust. So I mean, but I don't know if that does a lot for us. Frank Jose, unpopular opinion, but I'm glad we didn't give up any assets. Plus, keeps us kind of cheap to re-sign Zach in the offseason. And keep in mind, for even the people who want to see the Bulls make a trade, it's smarter to wait till the offseason and the draft. You know why? Because the Bulls can trade their own first-round pick during the NBA draft. And if it takes packaging Kobe with that first-round pick to bring in somebody, then you do that then. So, again, like everybody was so focused on just this offseason. Luckily, the world doesn't end after this season, so the Bulls still have a lot of flexibility in what they can do. Shay, I wouldn't necessarily guarantee that, man. I wouldn't guarantee that Thad Young's going to get, but I wouldn't be surprised if he is, but I would not guarantee that. You're better than me thinking that you're willing to guarantee that. Marvin Bagley going to Detroit, that was an unexpected deal on top of that. Man, this trade deadline has really been crazy. It's been crazy. I'm trying to wanted to see if anything else comes in. It doesn't look like anything else is coming in right now. Yep, don't see anything else right now, but we'll keep monitoring it. His 10-day contract ran out and he left. They said they didn't re-sign him. We assume that, but that's not necessary. We can't assume that they would have taken that offer. We can't accept that. We can't assume that. No, again, Joker, Grant doesn't do anything for the Bulls of what we need. Nothing. Personally, I'm happy for Simmons too. I'm happy for Simmons. He goes to a team that he fits in with, at least on paper. We got to see how it works out actually on the court. But yeah, I'm definitely happy for Simmons as well. So let's see what else we got. Remember how much Phil gave up for Kristaps? Gave up for Kristaps, but I mean, shit. Kristaps has never been the same since the knee injury. He's never been the same. Smear 60's in the building. Casey Johnson said the Bulls did have talks with Pistons today for Jerami Grant, but the Bulls refused to give up Patrick Williams, so no trade happened. Been saying that too. One thing I've said, they were not going to trade Patrick Williams. What, Montrezl's to the Hornets? Okay. Man, listen. To D's point, I think Jacob Poeltl would have made us much. I do agree with that, and I actually like the offer that the Bulls reportedly give. If they needed or wanted more than that, it wasn't worth doing. But I definitely think he would have made the Bulls better. That's for sure. That's 100% sure. Brandy Nicole, we need to just focus on getting healthy. We're a great team when we are, period. Top 10 in offense and defense. Dingus, no, they don't need a trade. No. You guys got to stop with that. No. Kopi, you and me both. I've been sick of the Grant talk since 2 weeks after it started because it just didn't make any sense. It did not. And this is what's so bad about some fans is that they focus in on what the media talks about, even though it doesn't make basketball sense. Grant coming to the Chicago Bulls made no sense. None. A player who isn't a great passer at all. We talk about how we need ball movement. He is not an elite defender by any stretch, like some Bulls fans have worked themselves into being. The Grant deal never made sense. Never, especially if you're talking about giving up Patrick Williams for Grant, that never made sense. Matty Mosho's in the building. What's going on? First of all, my boy Matty got married. Hats off to you, bro, and your beautiful wife, man. I love you, brother. praise the front office for not giving up on P. Will or for a crybaby. Just praise the front office for having a vision, right? That's the key thing with this, is that we've been so used to Bulls fans to having a team that had no vision for so long that I think it's foreign for some of us that we have a team that actually has a vision on how they want to build out a team. Angelo Williams in the building. What's going on, brother? Chicago Bulls. Jalen Rose is right. He didn't say Vooch, but it was directed at Vooch. Lack of physicality inside. Joker, you got to get the fuck up out of here, man. Bro, I'm about to go sicko mode on these people saying we needed to make it. Don't even let it frustrate you, man. Don't even let it frustrate you. Yes, we really need ball movement. Flat out. I don't even know why you have. Do you watch the basketball that the Bulls play when they have ball movement? Yes, they need ball movement. Yes, period. Haha, thank you. Much love. What's going on, Maddie? Very welcome, brother. Good news, Haize. You no longer need to hear people who don't understand basketball talk about trades. At least to the end of the year, we are free of the knuckleheads for now. Oh, at least for the rest of this week, it's still going to come. I guarantee you, I'm going to be my inbox for Bulls Central is going to be filled with people. Oh, the Bulls should have made this trade. Oh, do you see what this trade made? The Bulls could have did the same trade for Troy Brown Jr. and Tony Bradley. I still got at least another week of it, almost at least another week of it. Would have liked Bagley for what Detroit gave up to get him. I would have, but the thing is I never expected the Bulls to go after a young player. I think it's always going to be focused on veterans, because he has still a lot of growth potential, but I don't know if they would have did another project. So that's what I feel on that. So straight up about the Grant trade, I wanted Miles Turner, but we don't have Miles Turner too. Please go and look at the advanced analytics on Miles Turner. He's an even worse passer than Jerami Grant. So again, ball movement is going to be a thing with him. And he's not the defender. He does the flashy things that get highlights, the blocks, right? In which we do need a rim protector. We need that. Steals, but he's not that statistically for his career, not just this season. It's not that much better of a defender than Vooch. The worst thing to do is make a trade based on an overreaction to another team's trade a different franchise made. The East is still open to us and many teams. D Great is always pointing out facts here, man. I love it. I love it. How do we fare against the top teams in the East now that the trades are over? I'm talking about Nets, Heat, Bucks, and 74ers? 74ers. Wow. No, I see your it remains to be seen. Keep in mind, on paper, it's different than how things actually work out. Like on paper, Porzingis and Luka looked like they could be a duo for years and years and years. It never quite worked out for them. Porzingis, even when he did look good, it was usually when Luka was not on the floor. So let's see how it actually works out basketball wise. I completely expect this Harden trade to implode on the Sixers by the end of next year. Here's one thing. Quote this and whatever. I guarantee James Harden is not re-signing with the Philadelphia 76ers at the end of next season when he's a free agent. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. So that's how I feel about that. Exactly. Grant doesn't give us anything and wants to be one or two option. I don't get why people want him, because Bulls fans, not all of us, a lot of Bulls fans are lazy. The moment that it came out that Jerami Grant was available, everybody just fixated on that. Same thing with Sabonis and Miles Turner. A lot of people, especially box score people or fans that are more casual, or play more 2K than watch actual basketball. Of course, it's all about the names for them and not necessarily about the construction of an actual team. So we're just waiting to get Jokic. Duh. And that's, oh man, listen, what is Jokic a free agent at the end of next season? I can't wait till that stuff starts happening. Lonzo isn't going to be back until at least the second week of March, if not later. So we still got about a month until he comes back. Inside the Chicago Bulls and top notch may be crying right now because the Bulls not listen. Oh my God. Their whole channels are built around fake trade ideas. I know they got to be this. Listen, this is why credibility. This is why when you do things for sensationalism rather than actual analyzing what the team needs, it comes back to bite you in your ass. Not one of the deals that they top notch. What's going on? YouTube, the Bulls are trading. None of the shit, none of that happened. It did not happen. This is why people who actually analyze and watch, I still stand on it. Inside the Chicago Bulls has not watched a single Bulls game this season. Go and watch his videos. There's nothing in what he does that doesn't come from headlines, and usually he doesn't even read the fucking articles. So yeah, the shit like that happens all the time. Brandy says y'all gonna get off my boy Matt Thomas, and Matt Thomas is going to get right back on the bench. But I feel you, Brandy. Four of y'all trade talks. No, four of them to inside the Chicago Bulls and top notch. They got y'all covered. Ricky Fontaine. Also, people need to understand that sometimes making too many moves can mess up chemistry because we can't practice much. That was an issue last year. Very good point. Hey, Haize, not sure if you know this, but Casey Johnson said here P. Will could return. Yeah, Billy Donovan has commented on it that more than likely P. Will be back by the before the end of the season. So yeah, we're fully expecting P. Will to be back. Fully expecting him to be back. I really don't get the Dragic thing. I get that we're thin right now, but the point guard is literally our position of the most depth. So I don't know why people are focused on this Dragic thing either. I'm telling you, I'm going on record to say Harden is not going to be long for the Philadelphia 7. That's why it's even more crazy that they gave up 2 first-round picks in that deal. Crazy. Sounds like 2K is fun. I need to start playing. Listen, 2K is fun. 2K is like when I was in high school, all I did was trades in 2K. I did so many, and 2K is so easy to do trades because literally you can like package a bunch of players for like a contract that's low, and then you can get a superstar that way. Then you can trade that superstar for another. It's like 2K gets fun for people who want that. That's where they need to take that shit to. Let's go to Cali, dude. What are your thoughts on picking up somebody? The Bulls are going to, it doesn't have to be, the buyout, they have to be released by March 1st. We could start seeing buyouts as early as tonight. Then we'll have to clear waivers. Well, buyouts don't have to clear waivers. If they're waived, they have to clear waivers. But we can start seeing players cut as early as tonight. So Bulls Central is the best thing to watch here. Like Bulls Central and Locked on Bulls, the Bulls Show, Windy City Breeze are my top to go to. So let's see what else we got. Inside the Chicago Bulls is block clickbait crap. Listen, it's so bad. It is literally so bad. Let's see what else we got. Listen, okay, for everybody who's asking questions about buyouts, like the way the other team has to buy them out, people are asking like, who can the Bulls buy out? We can't buy anybody out. The other teams have to buy them out. Philly and Brooklyn face off in the playoffs. Haize, who you got winning? I will say, I want to see the basketball on the court first. Honestly, I think this year, Philly may take that, especially considering Kyrie can't play in home games. I would say I'll pick Philly. I would say I pick Philly. Listen, don't hate it, Jamoy, because he may be getting bought out. We'll see. The buyout rumors will start very, very soon. Very soon. Shay says, I'm gonna keep it real with you, Haize. Who's to say my workout for the Brooklyn Nets? Who's to say my workout for the Brooklyn Nets, or it may work out? Oh, it may work out for the Philadelphia. Listen, I think long term is going to work out more for the Brooklyn Nets because, like I said, I do not expect Harden to re-sign in Philly. I don't expect it to happen. Yeah, Windy City Breeze, which I got to guest on. Windy City Breeze is awesome. I said the Bull Show. I named the Bull. I always name the Bull Show. Always name the Bull Show. Bull Show is literally, he's the first person I reached out to. He's just young and he doesn't know how to do like collabs. But the Bull Show was literally the first person I reached out to. We have 390 people watching. No, our record is actually 900 people. We had not after DeMar DeRozan's second buzzer beater, we had 900 people in the live stream that night. Haize, you, Matt Peck, and Big Dave are the new big three. I love working with those guys. And like I said before, our chemistry is so natural because I've been literally listening to Matt Peck for years and Big Dave for less than Matt Peck, but I've been listening to Matt Peck literally for years. So yeah, it's easy for me to slide in with them. Per KC, Bulls never seriously considered including P. Will in trade packages. He may return mid-match, but rehabs are fluid. He also said Bulls are poised to work by, and that's always what we've been saying. Always what we've been saying. Let's see what else we got. Kyrie will play home games this playoff season. I have seen vaccine mandates may be lifted soon. The Nets could also have Kyrie play at home, but face it. No, that's actually false. They actually came out. If you listen to Bill Simmons' podcast, that he broke it all down. He doesn't understand where this whole rumor came from. There's actually not a fine that the Nets can pay to have Kyrie play if the mandates are still in place. So that's not possible. That is not possible. That was one of those things that kind of blew up because of speculation, but it's actually not realistic. Now, if the mandates do lift, which a lot of states are starting to lift mandates, more so mask mandates than vaccine mandates, though. But we'll see. We'll see. Windy City Vids. Just realized how much the Bucks, Sixers, Nets just got much better. Who on earth is really going to change this team getting bought out? Again, because the Bulls don't need. Keep in mind, the only thing the Bulls are missing from the power forward position, I think we're over analyzing what we're missing because of how many players we have out. When everybody's healthy, the only thing we're missing is offensive rebounding, rim protection, and a big that can hit some open shots. That's it. The Bulls don't have these super big holes like a lot of teams did. So yes, there are a lot of people who can come out via buyout that can help us because we never needed another star. That was never the thing that we needed. I came here after your appearance on Locked On Bulls. Well, I'm glad you came and I'm glad you stayed. Pause. You know what I mean. Shaq 2.0 says, I just watched you, Locked On Bulls and Bulls Central. Well, I'm glad. Hey, I am glad that I do enough that you love staying here, man. Big shout out from Norway. What's going on? Jesus Pistis? Is that right? Did I pronounce that last name right? Or Jesus? Is it Jesus? Always throws me for a loop. Angelo Williams, that 900 night was the night we had 900 people in the chat. It was the Wild Wild West. That's what it was. Oh, Zach Lazani says I didn't watch the streams back then. Oh, no need to apologize, bro. I didn't mean it that way. I didn't mean it that way at all. I don't even say. Oh, yeah. Inside the Chicago Bulls is just going to go the clickbait route now. I mean, sorry, the buyout for clickbait now. I'm pretty sure the next week of Inside the Chicago Bulls is going to be the Raptors are buying out. Well, the Raptors are buying out Thad Young, who plans to immediately sign with the Chicago Bulls. That's what Inside the Chicago Bulls channel is going to be for the next couple of weeks. If I'm being totally honest, I stopped watching the Bull Show. Every time he makes a video, I feel like I can predict what he's going to say in it. I enjoy your channel and others because y'all are unique. Well, I appreciate that. I'm not here to shit on any channels except Inside the Chicago Bulls and Top Notch. I love the Bull Show. Like, I love it. To me, what I get from Aiden is you can just tell his jubilation of being a Bulls fan. He just loves the Bulls, right? And sometimes, even with me, I have videos where I'm literally just talking out the side of my, not like making shit up, but like you you can just tell I'm just being a fan in that moment. And that's what I get from Aiden, and that's what I love getting from him. If we got 900 people getting our demand paid because monitoring that span was crazy, I feel it. Which I'm doing. Listen, I'm doing something for the mods. I promise you I'm doing something to you guys. Let's see. If teams could buy out players, listen, if you could buy out another team's, like, imagine the Bulls calling up and like the Raptors and say, hey, we'll buy out that and give you guys 10 million. That would be the wild, wild west. That would be crazy. Let's see what else we got. Dad's in the building. SportsCenter has been disrespectful since trades. They have a fifth or sixth. They have us fifth or sixth best tops. Hey, we get the proof is in the pudding, Dad. We got it. We got to go out there and show it. They'll see it once everyone's healthy. They'll see it. You think we're going to make a trade? But trade deadline's over. Dripping Shadow. Buyout again. We can't make a buyout happen. We have to wait to see who's bought out and sign those people. Craig, it seems like male pattern baldness has whooped your behind, or your forehead, we should say. You have a worse hairline than LeBron James. Male pattern baldness is a motherfucker, right? Because you're jobbing to it every day. But, you know, it is what it is. Let's go ahead and move on. Was the 900 night? Yes, that was the second of DeMar's back-to-back. Second of DeMar's back-to-back. Brandon Peck. All I'll say is stay tuned. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to leave it there. If you found, I found your channel first, then watched Bull Central and Locked on Bulls through your recommendations. Well, hey, this is why I love shouting out other creators, Cap Lives, because they are some of my go-to people for sure. So, Jack is truth. The mods do it for the love of the community. For sure. Hey, listen, I love my mods, man. I'm so glad when I figured out how to make mods. I think I found you during the off season when I went to search Bulls. You know what's so funny is that for the longest, even if you typed in Chicago Bull Central popped up. Now, if you type in Chicago Bull Central, I pop up, and if you type in Bull Central, my videos are listed. Like, his channel will be at the top of the search, but my videos are listed with that, and it just shows me how much this community has grown, man. It's really refreshing how much that we've grown in this short amount of time. And like I tell you guys, I know some people think it's not me being genuine, but it really is. It's because of you guys. Like, I suck at promoting this channel. I am terrible at promoting this channel on social media. So let's see. Best buyout candidate. Well, things have really been mixed because I would have all but guessed that Tristan Thompson would have been bought out. I don't know anymore. So Tristan, Derek Favors, Thad is a possibility. We'll see what they end up doing there. I'm sure there's some other people that I'm just not thinking about right now because of, like, all the moves and everything. But the Bulls have plenty of options if they are bought out. Poison. Bull Central is yes, they are absolutely top notch. Absolutely. Thoughts on signing Tristan Thompson? If he's bought out, I like him from a standpoint of play him more than instead of playing Tony Bradley, let's play Tristan Thompson. I still think we would need to add another veteran big. Like, in my perfect world, I know people are like focus on Dragic now or Dragic. In my perfect world, we'll cut McKinney. And I don't even know if I want to say Matt Thomas anymore, but we can possibly bring in both Tristan Thompson and Paul Millsap, and I think that'll be good. So one thing that me and Windy City Breeze do disagree on is the way that the Bulls should move forward. That is something that we disagree on. I love their content, but yeah, we disagree on that with the Bulls. So Namir Williams, appreciate you keeping your content honest. I swear the channels talk about trades that never will happen. That's one thing you guys do not get from me. You will not get any clickbait videos from me ever. That's one thing I can promise you guys. When I first saw your channel, I thought you were copying Chicago Bull Central name, so I decided to check out if you were funny as fuck. A lot of people think that, and I can understand it, but again, that's my own fault because I didn't really watch YouTube a lot, and this was always supposed to be an audio podcast. This was never meant to be video. Kind of just worked its way into that. So yeah, I understand that, but I did not know Bull Central before I started this either. So. I found your channel searching Bulls, highlighting your name came up. I just thought you were my golf coach from high school who literally practiced with me after our practices, who hit nukes. That's crazy. That's crazy. No, you know what, Vo? I honestly think the live streams hurt me. One thing that if you guys go and look, before I started live streaming consistently, my videos were getting between 3,000 and 4,000 views consistently. It's dropped since I started live streaming. I think it helps people find the channel, but I don't think they push, like a lot of people say they don't even get notified when I stream live until like a day after. So I don't know. I really don't understand the YouTube algorithm at all. Let's see what else we got. Ferg says Tristan Thompson is washed. I don't necessarily agree with it. I don't agree with it. It's truly a Jules laughing. I don't know what you're laughing. I've said a lot of crazy shit. Laxus, I would love to see you guys with Kenny. Kenny Beecham, right? Is that his name? I would love to do an episode with him. We're both very animated though. Like I want to do a video with Bull Central so bad because Jamal is really calm and collected and like he talks with the same tone the whole time. Whereas me, I'm all over the motherfucking place. So I think we would have fun. But me and Kenny are both over the top. So I feel like it would eventually get to us just screaming how much we love the team. So. Shay, if we get that out of your strong and Derek Favors and the buyout market does that put us on the same level? We got to see how it actually works. Let's see how it actually works. On paper, it's a lot different. First of all, Evan, I appreciate that. I appreciate the super chat. Thank you, brother. I'm glad that you feel I deserve that. Thank you for always supporting the channel, man, and being here. BR said the Bulls will look in buyout for a big. They just wasn't ready to give up on P. or Kobe or picks. They just exactly. That's what it boils down to. Like you don't have to get. It'll be different if the Bulls were having such a big hole where they needed another star. I think they would have made a trade this offseason, but it was never that. That's what we were missing. Yes, I agree, Smear. This I love having live streams with you guys. I love live streams even when we lose because of the conversations we get into. So, yo, I can't stop watching your trade DeRozan for Westbrook reaction. That was absolutely the worst comment by far here, man. I was tired that day too, and so literally as I was reading it, my brain was like, motherfucker, shut off. Just stop reading the comment. And I think that's why I looked at it because I was just like, what? Yeah. Oh, see, it's starting. Raptors just waived Eubanks, so that probably tells me that they're keeping Thad. That's what that tells me. No, what? Okay, this one I want to ask you, Silk Ron. What does Jerami Grant do for the Bulls? Because I'm going to break it down. Tell me, respond to that. Tell me what, and it may take me a while to catch up, but why do you think Jerami Grant would be our best option? Please inform me why that, because basketball wise, it makes no sense. No sense. How high is Patrick Williams ceiling? Right now, Patrick Williams ceiling is high as hell. 20 years old. Yes, some injuries. Yes, he needs to get a little bit more aggressive or more confident taking open shots. But Patrick Williams, at Patrick Williams' floor, right at the very worst, he's going to be in the NBA for a long time as a tough defender who can come in and give you solid minutes. High end, we're talking Jerami Grant high end. So we'll see how it works out. I don't buy into the Kawhi comparisons, but I definitely think he can be Jerami Grant. Matt Thomas. First of all, Matt Thomas is way too old to be the next anything. So no. KC just said so that would put Patrick Williams' return around the same time as Lonzo Ball and Alex Caruso. So that would mean that Derrick Jones Jr. is probably the first one that's going to come back from the group of players we have out. But that means within a 2 to 3 week period, we'll be getting Patrick Williams, Alex Caruso, and Lonzo Ball all back potentially as long as they don't have any setbacks. Okay, what we don't you think he can rebound? No, Jerami Grant is not a great rebounder. He's not a great passer. He messes up the team's ball movement. He's not a great defender. No, Jerami Grant does not do anything for the Bulls. He does not do anything for the Bulls. I think I heard the guy said he was losing to male pattern baldness. I haven't seen him come back in here. I agree with Ferg. Now that the deadline is over, I feel everyone should play better, especially Kobe. Now that I don't believe that they were worried about it. Like, I don't think that they were worried about it. But if that was in the back of their minds, good that it can be over with now. Okay, let me ask you this, Reginald. Other than it being reported by the media, why do we need Goran? Why do we need Goran? Why do we need that? The only way that I would see that we would need Gordon Dragic if Lonzo or AC aren't going to be able to come back this season. Philly. Oh, Marco, this is hilarious. In Philly, T-Maxi, I'm open. Harden and oh my God, when he was playing on a completely different makeup of a team, RJ, you always come in here with that dumbass shit. Anybody who has a picture of either another man or an animal like this, you gotta shut the fuck up. Like, you serve no purpose here, and you don't know bass. I've eaten your ass alive so many times in comments, and you don't respond, you fucking coward. So shut the fuck up. Pat Will got to feel great about how much this team believes in him. He needs to go into the next season with the mentality that he is top two. No, I don't think he needs this. Listen, Josh, and I believe in Patrick Williams' potential as well. He's in a unique position where he doesn't have to do that right now. He needs to play. He does need to be more confident in hitting open shots because he's going to get a lot of open corner threes, especially in the way that this offense runs. But he doesn't need to be the, hey, call I'm going. I'm clear out. I got the ball. He doesn't need to be there right now. These next now 2 years, because this year's a wash, while DeMar's here, it's really building his confidence up. And then I think when that's over, we'll see him be more aggressive. Oh my God. You know what? I do have to apologize to RJ because you're not the right RJ. Oh my Jesus. This is my dude, RJ. See, this is why I need to stop because RJ is my dude. I apologize, RJ. I thought you were the other RJ. There's an RJ and his last name starts with a G. I apologize. RJ actually has helped me a lot with like stats and shit. See, this is why you don't stream when you're tired and you just got a tattoo. My chest is killing me. Killing me. Super chat. Hey, thank you, Jonathan Miller. The Bulls are playing chess, not checkers. They're moving strategically. Absolutely. Absolutely. Bro, Jerami lit Patrick up last year for 50 points. Okay, it's not just Patrick either with that. So, oh my God. If you don't know basketball, just say that. Just say that. The progression doesn't. Do you know how progression works in basketball? Have you ever played a sport? Right? Yeah, RJ Carter straight bullet. Have you ever played a sport in life? Because I doubt that you have. Because that's not how progression happens over practice. Progression happens with working with your coaches. Progression also happens with being out there with players. Yes, Vooch, DeMar, Zoe, and Io. He's going to score by the same way, the same amount of shots. Fucking everybody else gets on this team. You got to know basketball, bro. Like, you got to stop. Some people just got to shut the fuck up. Some people just got to shut the fuck up. Yeah, RJ definitely caught a straight bullet, man. Definitely. My bad, RJ. I hope he didn't run off, man. Pat guarded all of the best players last year. Not always, but yes, he did. Yes, he did. The Bulls' chances this year in the playoffs harder now? Oh yeah, it definitely got harder. It's definitely got harder for sure, for sure. But we'll see how it measures up. We'll definitely see how it measures up. Wow, bro, saying Pat won't progress. I hate our fan base. Yeah, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. Then you don't know basketball facts. You don't. Like you're. I'm sorry, you don't. You're an idiot. Like just flat out. No, you don't. You don't at all. By what you said, you don't. See, this is why Haize keeps Petty locked up. Pray for RJ. Listen, man, I gotta send RJ email after this, man. That's my bad. My bad on the RJ thing. I hope he didn't leave. Yeah. Yeah, the Sixers gave up a lot for a 33-year-old out of shape James Harden. If they extend him, his deal would be worse than. Oh, that's a good point. Like I said, I do not expect James Harden at all to be able to re-sign with Philly. I just don't expect it at all. And they gave up 2 first-round picks in that deal. That's crazy. No, danger. So it's only a 3-year window if they make it a 3-year window. That's why it's important to keep the young players, because it can be a lot longer than the 3-year window. James Harden is a franchise killer. He's definitely a culture killer. That's for sure, if nothing else. That's for sure. And that's it. The Bulls definitely need somebody who does not demand the ball, who does not need offense called for them. Oh, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. RJ, listen, leave RJ alone, man. I feel bad about that one. I usually don't feel bad about going off on people, but I definitely feel bad about that one because RJ's my dude, man. Like this is one thing about the channel growing. I used to know everybody by name, but now there's like names. So if we don't cut Bradley and buy out a better, again, we don't buy somebody out. Like you, never mind. I gotta leave the special people alone, man. Gotta leave the special people alone. Let's see what we got. Let me go email RJ, man. I'm gonna send RJ email real quick. I'm loving it. Mutombo's a free agent? Oh well. Interesting. Malcolm Hill is what McKinney wet dreams of being. That's funny. That is super funny. What? Can pick up who? Man, what? What? No, Sebastian. No, he actually wouldn't. He would not fit amazingly on this team. He's not the defender people make him out to be. He's a terrible passer. He would not fit on this team at all. Let's see. Get a response to email when you're on a t-shirt, man. Listen, I don't think people actually know what butt out means. Buyout, yeah, people really don't have it. Let's see. Stop hating on McKinney. Remember that one game he had against the Rockets? Oh man. Let's see. McKinney sucks big time. He is terrible. McKinney is bad. Bad. I actually think Harden will resign, but I just don't think it'll matter. I don't see a champion when I see him. Listen, I still don't. I don't think. Listen, the way that everything goes with Philly and with Harden, I by this time next year, Harden is going to be like Embiid is going to be frustrated with Harden. I guarantee it, and Harden's going to be ready to go. That is Joker. That is actually not true. That's not true. Alfonso, before he signed the contract, Alfonso McKinney played 3 games. 2 of those games, he shot 20%. One of those games was the Rockets game. He has not been good since we got him. He's had 1 game in which he's been good overall in 1 game, and then he played good in garbage time when the win was already secured another time. That's it. That's it. He's never been consistently good for the Bulls at all. Definitely not. Enos is not the defender that we need. I don't know if Eubanks usually is either, but I'd like Eubanks over Ennis. Harden has whined about everywhere he's been. It's not going to be any different. At some point, you just are who you are. That is a good point. Chicago Bulls. I always hate the antics of Harden and Embiid. I'm for sure rooting against them. Oh yeah, for sure. Evan says he's excited to see Zach in the 3-point contest. I agree. Dad's in the building. Grab Drummond if Nets buy him out. He was playing with energy. Man, Drummond is just. I don't necessarily hate Drummond's game, but I mean, would he be better than Tony Bradley? For sure. That's not saying much. I just don't know. I don't know if he's the player. I mean, I guess I wouldn't turn my nose up at it, but I don't know. I mean, I have no idea. I haven't heard anything about it. I haven't read anything that there's a chance he may get bought out, but where do things have happened? Antoine Johnson, you missed a lot, brother. You missed a lot. I've been streaming over an hour. You missed a whole lot. Oh, hold on real quick, guys. Give me 1 second. All right, my bad, y'all. My kids just came home from school and I left the door locked so they couldn't get in. So Haize has a whole wolf as a pet. What the fuck? Have y'all seen pictures of my dogs yet? One of them does. He's half husky, half German shepherd, but he does look a little wolfish. Let's see. Have you seen the Embiid Twitter post yet? Guy at his ops funeral. No, I listen. I have between the tattoo. I came right here. So with all of us back, we can go to the Eastern Conference Final. I'm just worried about Embiid and Giannis. I'm just saying. I agree with you. I definitely agree with you. Hey, bro, I love the Chicago Bulls. I believe they are a major threat in the Eastern Conference playoffs. I do believe they need a big man to protect the paint and crash the boards and do the heavy lifting. That I agree with. That doesn't have to be a star, but that I absolutely agree with. AK just said that he thinks once we get Zoe, AC, Derek Jones Jr., P. Will, he thinks we'll be very competitive in the East. Do you think that means no further potential? Listen, I'm telling you, a buyout signing is coming if the right person is bought out. Now, if nobody's bought out that fits that, I don't know, but it's definitely coming. He's definitely signing somebody in the buyout. Omar, yes, we should have. You know why we should have traded Gafford? Because we were never going to give Gafford that contract. He was never going to, so we would have lost him for nothing. The Bulls were never going to give Gafford that contract. So no, it's hindsight, right? Because he's now what we technically are missing, but Gafford was never going to get that contract with the Bulls once they traded for Vooch. Haize, the Hawks, Knicks, and Lakers all made no moves. What do you think about that? I mean, because the Lakers are just there's nothing that would have helped. Even if they would have traded for John Wall, you're trading bad for bad at that point. I don't think that would have did anything. Wall hasn't played any basketball all season. The Knicks are doing Knicks things, right? Knicks are doing Knicks things. So that's what I think about that. Hawks, Knicks, and Lakers all suck. We don't. Oh well. Listen, the Hawks are they keep in mind a lot of these teams are kind of like they may not want to get better right now. They may want to sit around and wait and get better draft capital and maybe trade somebody else and somebody at the trade at the draft or something like that. So Knicks need Zion. First of all, don't nobody need Zion right now, right? Zion needs to be doing sit-ups. That's who needs Zion right now. So Haize, apparently the Lakers pursued a Westbrook for Wall 1-for-1 trade with the Rockets. The Rockets refused. I don't blame them. I don't blame them. I don't blame them. No, that has nothing to do with it, Terrence. Has nothing to do with it. It's nothing to do with it. That has nothing to do with the media. That doesn't take the Bulls seriously because they predicted the Bulls to be bad this season, and the Bulls weren't, and they aren't once everybody's healthy. And what the national media tends to do is they keep their narrative so they don't look foolish. That's period. That's all that's about. Samir, you know what? I don't actually agree with you on this one. You know why? I wouldn't throw in any picks for John Wall. John Wall hasn't played basketball. We don't know. John Wall could very well come in and give you and do the same shit that Westbrook's doing and still not really get you over the hump. What the John Wall doesn't really fix the Lakers either. It doesn't really fix the Lakers either. So I would have definitely not thrown in any picks for that. I wouldn't have done that either. You might as well just ride it out. Bulls should bring D Rose home and say, well, D Rose isn't a free agent, so they can't just bring him home. And we don't need D Rose. Zion need to stop eating their nose. He's been eating a lot of beignets. He's in New Orleans. It's beignets, brother. He's tearing down the beignets. Cali Dude 87. I'm just grateful the Bulls finally have a competent front office. I agree with that. I agree with that. What else y'all got for me? What else y'all got? You know what? I honestly don't know this. I don't know when the All-Star draft starts. I have no idea. Oh, Joker, absolutely. That's why didn't they like send him to like Denver for his rehab or something like that because they needed him to stay off the beignets. Oh, their championship contention is goodbye already. Already gone. See, I'm glad that it finally came out. Was listening to AK saying they never intended to do anything this trade deadline. Thank you, Bulls fans. Oh my God, I'm gonna pull that clip on my pre-recorded video tomorrow. Y'all better be prepared for that. I'm gonna randomly throw that in at different parts of the video because Bulls fans needed to hear that. They needed to hear that. Hobbies: being a father. I am a photographer. I do some short film. I've worked on a couple of documentaries. I do some things for Rock the Bells. Outside of that, like I said, being a father, film. I love movies. I'm at the movie theater almost every Friday. Things like that. Listen, Ben Simmons finna start knocking down. Listen, if Ben Simmons can start shooting 28 to 30% from three consistently with high volume, his game, he'll be unguardable. Unguardable. I really dig AK, man. That dude, he is, and that's why we need to trust him. That is where we need to trust him. Yeah, the greatest. If so on my podcast, my hip hop podcast, The Breaks Radio, one of my co-hosts there is actually the social media content director for Rock the Bells, and she used to work for BET and Hot 97. So yeah. Isn't Ben Simmons out because of mental wellness? Listen, that was all the work. That was all. I'm sorry if I use wrestling terms and you guys don't understand it, but that was all the work. That was all the work. Whoa. Whoa. Shots fired. Friendly fire. Jesus, it's like getting shot by your fellow soldier. No, I know he's just joking. I see his comment. He's just joking. But yeah, that's crazy, man. No, not a golf guy. Not a golf guy. Playing golf is fun, but I can't watch golf to save my life, man. Exactly. Prove me wrong. I must have missed something, Torian. What did I miss, brother? What did I miss? All right, talk to RJ. We're good. Talk to RJ. We're good, everyone. So RJ's good. RJ's good. Yes, I actually watched it at 5 a.m. this morning when I woke up. Peacemaker is so man. I can't wait to this episode wasn't as good as the other ones. I think this I have to go back. This may have been the weakest episode of the season for me, but I understand why. They really set some things, and by week, I just mean for this season, not week overall, right? This was still a really good episode, but I'm really looking forward to the finale. Top wait, I missed something. Top five wrestlers dead or alive. Macho Man Randy Savage, Ric Flair, um, AJ Styles, um, oh man, oh god, what is the Japanese wrestler's name that it's been so long since I've watched Japanese wrestling. Oh crap. Oh man. The guy with the gold hair. Jesus, what is his name? Well, I'm throwing a blank. Him and As much as this is going to be controversial, Chris Benoit was an amazing technical wrestler. No, not Nakamura. Not Nakamura. I know Shinsuke Nakamura. I'm not talking about, he never came to the WWE. I watched more than WWE. Oh, the guy, he has the gold hair. He has the gold hair. He led the faction over there. I can't remember. I literally have not watched wrestling consistently in like 3 years. Again, this is fine. There's not the end of the Bulls possibly being able to make moves. So no. Oh, I didn't mention Bret Hart. Bret Hart is absolutely. See, this is the thing with making top. I need to literally sit down and like do process of elimination because Bret Hart. But I still believe Chris Benoit should be on it. Chris Benoit was an amazing, amazing wrestler, amazing technical wrestler. You know what, Alex? This may actually be. Controversial. Sting is not that good of a wrestler. He's a good, like, don't get me wrong. Let me not say he's not that good of a wrestler, but he's not one of the top, like in the ring wrestling. He's good at telling stories in the ring, right? He's always had great characters, but he is not, to me, not one of those wrestlers where you watch and he tells a story in the ring. Like a Macho Man Randy Savage, every one of his marquee matches, there was a story told in wrestling. You didn't even need to hear them cut any promos or anything. The match told the story. And I just don't see Sting like that. Haize is cool enough to contact RJ. Listen, I told you guys, we are family here. Family. Seriously, family. Family. That's I really mean that. I mean that wholeheartedly. We are family. Oh, HBC. Goldberg as a top wrestler. Goldberg sucks. Goldberg is no. Come on, man. Come on, man. No. Oh, man. Hold on. Let me look up the name. Tanahashi. That's who it is. Tanahashi. It's been so long since I've seen him. Tanahashi. Oh, Eddie Guerrero, definitely. He's definitely in the top 10 for sure. Definitely. Best wrestler on the mic. Come on, man. Come on, man. The tear in my eye promo. Come on. You got to give it to Ric Flair. Ric Flair in his prime, man. All right, let's see what else we got. Okada definitely. Listen, it's so funny that you got like we get off on all types of tangents. Let's get back on track here. Yeah, and you know he caught Bret Hart's career basically. So come on, come on, JBL. He was good, but he's not a greatest at all. Yes, I did watch the Book of Boba Fett finale, and it was finally good to see Boba Fett be Boba Fett. And like seeing him ride in on the Rancor, beautiful. Seeing him like him and Mando and what they thought was their last stand, and coming in, flying in, just snipering people. It was a great finale. Still, overall, the season disappointed at as a Boba Fett show. The best episodes of that series are Mandalorian episodes. So. See, The Rock is one of those people that casuals I feel would say is the best wrestler ever. Like he was a great personality, and he had amazing matches, but he's not the greatest wrestler in the world to me. Inside the Chicago Bulls already posted a trash video 40 minutes ago. That's crazy. Batista, and the fact that Batista didn't get his major break until he was already like 32 years old, I think is when he started getting his push. Batista was great. Oh shit, my bad, bro. My bad. Let's stay focused. Anything left on trade deals? I'm getting ready to wrap this up. Anything else? Anything else on trade deals or the NBA as a whole? I, he is so irritating. Mick Foley, Mama Foley's baby boy. Yes, Mick Foley was amazing too. See, Joker, let me go to Joker's comment. I really don't know. I want to wait to see who's bought out. There's a lot, or at least give me a day or so to see what speculation starts kicking up because a lot of players move. We'll see who's talking about getting bought out. We'll see. We'll see. Way too early to say that, Sebastian. Way too early, brother. Way too early. Oh, Zach is getting the max. Make no mistake about it, Peter. Zach LaVine is getting the max. Super max is in question. He's definitely getting the max. I actually have a whole video on this, brother. Go and watch that video. Go and watch this old video. Tell me you watch. Oh, come on, man. Absolutely. Absolutely. Come on now. If I would have had this channel back when that happened, man, listen, it would. Oh, man, this is starting to hurt. Shit. Fuck. Jesus. That hurts. Woo. That hurts. That hurts. Wow, that hurts. Jesus. Woo. Okay. Whoa. I think Andrew Bynum should get a chance. That guy on the Mavs don't do much. Let's see what he can. What? I just got to skip that one. Luke, thoughts on Luke? It was amazing. They hired, so keep in mind, they hired the guy that fixed their, and you can tell he did a great job. Great job. My tattoo is that of a phoenix. It's a phoenix. Rebirth. It's a phoenix. I don't know if I can, hold on, wait a second. Oh man, the shit hurts. So it's like, it goes from literally shoulder blade to shoulder blade. Ah. I posted it on my social media. Y'all gotta go follow me on social media because that shit hurts. Keep trying to show that shit hurts, man. You know what's funny? The middle of the chest hurt the worst right during it, but everything on the sides and even the shading didn't hurt at all. But it's always the next day. It's always the next day. I think Kobe White has the potential to be a 15 to 18 point per game scorer off the bench easily. And now what he's showing with defense, I would never say that he's going to be a lockdown defender or anything, but as long as he can stop hurting you defensively like he once did, he has the potential to be a 6 man of the year candidate every year. Every year. Oh, so I didn't tell you guys. So I'm actually getting a Bulls tattoo on my ring finger. I saw like this bull tattoo and I was like, I can get the Chicago Bulls. So I'm getting that. I got tattoos all up and down my arms and my back. I'm honestly thinking about doing my family tree on my back. I already have my mom's name on my back. We're getting like my dad's name and everything else there. So great show content as always. I appreciate you guys for joining me, Tori. And I especially know like this is way earlier than I ever stream. So yeah. Man, listen, I'm in pain. I am in I'm in so much pain right now. My head is hurting. Like, keep in mind, I came right from the tattoo shop to getting on this computer. Like, I usually take like a Tylenol or something because I know the pain is going to kick in afterwards. Listen, your boy is hurting. Your boy is hurting. My water's out. I'm hurting, man. Wow, Zach Lasagna. Wow, bro. Come on, man. Come on. Who do you think is the Bulls' biggest threat in the East as of now? It remains to be seen, man. But I really like what Brooklyn did. I really, really like what Brooklyn did. I even like what it could be mean for Philly in this season. But yeah, yeah. Took says get those likes up. Yeah, for sure. Get them up. God damn it. Georgia, that's one and the same. It's going to be for Aaron back a bit because the Bulls have what they know is their starting four in Patrick Williams. So, oh yes, tickets went on sale today. I got to get my ticket. I've been getting a tattoo all day. I got to get my tickets. But yes, I'm going to see day one that Thursday night, and I don't know how they do it in every other city, but literally, like the Thursday, what used to be Thursday midnight screenings, they literally start showing the movie Thursday at like 4 before the official release on Friday. So I'm going to Thursday before. All-Star draft tonight at 6:30. I may be able to come on. Oh no, I won't be able to come on live for you guys after then. So wait, is that confirmed? No, Kanye isn't dropping till the 22nd, unless you're talking about a single. But Kendrick, we'll see. Like Kendrick dropping can completely change the whole face of a lot of things right now. When does Batman come out? It comes out March 4th. March 4th is when it comes out. I honestly think this Batman can be the best Batman movie ever. Yes, we actually talked about it. I think I was live streaming the day it released, and somebody asked about that. But yeah, it's a great track. We actually talked about it last night on the hip hop podcast. I don't know. I really don't know what the Bulls do with Nikola. I don't think anything this offseason though. I don't necessarily. They may not extend him. He's on contract. They may wait, especially because this is Zach's year. To much like with Zach, he didn't extend last year. He's waiting until this year. Vooch can possibly get more money, even though I think Vooch is going to have to take a pay cut. But I don't think they do either with Vooch this offseason. I just don't think so. Come on now, yes. You guys don't see it like on the other set where I record my pre-recorded videos at. There's I have three things up. I have the neon of King Haize, which is my name, and then I have on either side of that, I have a poster of Eminem and a poster of Kendrick Lamar. Eminem is one of the greatest to ever do it. Period. The hip hop podcast is called The Breaks Radio. Wait, what, Dad? What, Dad? What are you calling fake? What are you calling fake, Dad? I must have missed something. What are you calling fake? The Dark Knight is not only the best Batman movie, or even one of the best comic movies of all time. It's one of the best movies of all time. And what makes The Dark Knight so great is that literally it didn't even have to be a Batman movie. You can tell that exact same story with like a cop and just a crazed person, and it'll be just as great. Nah, nah, not at all. Keep in mind, back in the 90s, your favorite rapper did not want it. Nobody wanted it with Eminem. Eminem is like, I get it. He did a lot of stunt shit that would not pass nowadays, but Eminem was one of the greatest technical rappers of all time, period. Nobody. Nobody. And as much as like Jay-Z said, nobody can match him in the verses, the only thing that I got to say is takeover. I mean, not takeover, is a renegade, period. Hey, Haize, I caught this live show late. I'm good with AK standing pat. Do we really know how good the Bulls are? Pat got hurt early. What concerns you the most with this team? The defense, right, and rim protection and offensive rebounding really does worry me, especially when you talk about the playoffs. The Bulls giving up leads, not being able to hold on to leads, all those things for sure. And he did, and he did. Would you put Andre again? You guys hitting me with these top fives. I need to sit down and go over it, man. Jay-Z, easily. Easily. Eminem is goated, but people love to hate him nowadays. It's a shame. He's absolutely top five. And Cisco, I disagree. I host a hip hop podcast. People absolutely say play Eminem. The Breaks Media? No, it's the Breaks Radio. The Breaks Media. So okay, so the Breaks Media is a media company that I own. It hosts a lot of podcasts. You know, all my podcasts are under the Breaks Media. A few other podcasts are under the Breaks Media, and it's a company I own and run and help with marketing and things like that. The YouTube channel was originally supposed to be where all the videos for all the podcasts went, but nobody else is consistent with video. So no, the Breaks Media channel, no, the Breaks Radio is the one that you want to be at. Oh, Drake isn't a rapper. Drake's a pop artist. He doesn't deserve any hip hop conversations at all. The Bulls, what are the Wizards doing? Who the hell knows, brother? Who knows? Did my dad ever comment again? I can't. I was trying to figure out what he was saying was fake. I didn't. Must have missed something. He said, "Oh well, I'll stay sub regardless." No, Drake is a pop artist. Period. And that's why I say Drake fans, they try to insert themselves in hip hop conversation. Drake is a great word playist, but Drake is a pop artist. As much styles as he still is, Drake is a pop artist. He's a really great artist, but no, he's not going to anybody's top 5 rappers of all time. He doesn't even belong in the top 20 conversational rappers all time. MCs, yes, absolutely. MCs, yes, absolutely. How does Dinwiddie help Luka? It remains to be seen. It remains to be seen. I don't see it. I will say that. I don't see it. Music senses. Oh yes, absolutely. My bad. Especially if you do like newer music and stuff like that. My sister has a show where she talks about music. She does nightly drops. Basically, when new albums drop, she'll do listen playthroughs. Her channel is TG. That's my little sister. Y'all go show her some love. She needs all like she's great. She's if you guys think I have a big personality, you guys got to see my sister. Make sure you guys go and support my sister's channel as well. No, he's just not a rapper. He's not. My man sings. He steals every other style. No, it's not. I'm not afraid of evolution rap. I like a lot of the new artists, but that's not Drake. That's not Drake. See, but the difference is, Michael, for me, right? For me, yes, Eminem's music is all over the place. That I admit. But when we talk about the actual art of MCing, when we talk about the respect that Eminem has for the culture and the art of hip hop, right? And the fact that he was a dangerous battle MC, I absolutely love him. He's not screaming. You know what? So my son, the one that you've seen, so he's up there playing Fortnite, right? And because I've been streaming since he got home from school, I haven't been able to tell him to do his homework. He's literally, when he plays Fortnite, it's on. Like literally, you would think that my man is in a whole entire actual battle for his life. Favorite Wu-Tang member, Raekwon, easily. And that's my personal favorite. I'm not even saying he's the best. Raekwon, the purple tapes, listen, that is amazing. Come here. Kendall Gill says he hates the Bulls drop defense. Do you have a problem? Why are y'all barking at him? Shut up. Come here. What happened to your face? Who scratched your face?
What? Nothing.
Grandpa's in here. Grandpa's in there. Say hi to Grandpa.
Hi. Nothing.
Say go Bulls.
Go Bulls.
Give me a kiss.
Nothing happened to my face.
All right. Shut up, Leo. No, I disagree. No, he's not. He's not at all. My son, he's a junior. He's Cordero Jr. We call him Allen by his middle name. His middle name is actually my dad's middle name. So yeah, that's what we call him. MCCs. And listen, Drake fans, it happens. Like, I wouldn't even say he's capping. That's just his opinion on Drake, and that's fine. I just don't share it at all. Let's talk about the fact that why Liquid Swords is one of the greatest hip hop albums of all time, and people seem to forget to name it with the other great hip hop albums. See, you just said it. Just said it. Listen, Liquid Swords is one of the greatest hip hop albums of all time. Greatest hip hop albums of all time. Period. Matter of fact, I'll share this with you guys before I leave, and then I'm going to leave. So my oldest daughter, the 13-year-old, she was in a competition for writing, and she decided to write, like, I guess, would you call it a thesis? I'm not a writer, so I don't know. But she wrote this paper on why Andre 3000's verse on International Players Anthem is the greatest poem of all time. And she won an award in her school district for writing it. We come from a family of hip hop heads. I'm not even into the music stuff. It's still into the stream somehow. Listen, we go way off. Way off. All right. I'm about to end. Got to go take care of my children. I know my son's ready for his after school snack. I love you guys, man. Make sure you're following the podcast at Bull Central. Make sure you send any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, bullcentralpod@gmail.com. If you want to leave a voicemail, let me put that up. You can leave a voicemail or a text here at 773-270-279 goddamn 9. Oh man. Evan Mandrell says, yo, cool if I promote your channel. I'm trying to show friends and stuff. Yeah, listen, you don't have to ask that. Promote it. Bring everyone in. Tell everyone about it. Everyone. But all right, y'all, I'm out. I may pop on again later on tonight after the All-Star teams draft happens. It'll be much later. Probably won't be till about 10. But I look forward to seeing you guys, man. Love you guys. Go Bulls. Peace.